Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's not financial advice. This is just educational purposes only. I'm just showing you how I trade, and always remember small caps are extremely risky. Okay, let's jump into it. Steven's with us again today.
Hi, guys.
The only thing I'm really playing right now is PPSI and FUFU. FUFU I'm keeping an eye on though because it is earnings news and it's crypto news. I do like that it seemed to struggle to make new highs here. This kind of topped out at 580. So the next couple of candles are important. I'd like to see it fall below $5, but I'm not in very heavy though, but I'm in it. PPSI is perking up again. Jesus.
Yeah, and I'm getting fucking smoked on it.
Good morning. Good morning. Friday. Hopefully this is, oh, I gotta get on I don't have my mic plugged in. Let me get, all right. Got the mic on now. Anyways, good morning, Alexandru, CJ, Woodworks and Guitars, Halimiz, sorry if I'm probably pronouncing your name wrong. But thank you for tuning in. Saber, Scotty Pippen. Colin said good morning, Bears. He did not say good morning to the Bulls, so only Bears. Thanks. So as of right now, I guess I should look at the top gainers. See anything else. Oh, PMNT's perking up again. This one's a weird one. This is a weird one. PMNT. Let me pull it up. Perfect moment. It is a Friday, so it's usually a lot less press releases. So I don't know if much came out at 7 o'clock. I'm not seeing anything new. Still kind of the same plays I've been looking at most of the morning. So I woke up about 6:10, 6:20. Kind of just did my little morning routine and then started looking at stocks about 10, 20 minutes ago. Yeah, probably about 20 minutes ago. But the only thing I'm in is FUFU and PPSI. Bro, you got to tell me if FUFU flushes like that. Jesus Christ.
I didn't even have it on my screen, bro. Sorry.
Oh, you good. I'm like, damn, shit took some profits on that one.
Yeah, I'm trying to manage a position on that PPSI. Okay.
Let's see. PPSI flushing a little bit too. Well, it's kind of just staying in its little bounce between 5 and 540. ENLV dropping phase 2 news at 8 o'clock. Might make a move there. Really? So, how you know that? You work for ENLV? Now, is it on there? It's supposed to be released today. Brandon said it can neither confirm nor deny. Yeah, no. Okay, cool. Keep it on radar. Yeah, and again, y'all know I like Fridays. Not necessarily the pre-market. The pre-market's usually a little bit slow on Fridays, but that's okay. We usually find ways to make money. But it's usually the end of day fades. Is what I really like about Friday. So I'm gonna try to make sure I'm in a position where I'm not trying to trade all day and just trade maybe the last couple hours. Ended up for y'all that's not in the circle group, pulled in about a $1,500 day yesterday. And I didn't really push it. I didn't play after hours, and there were some beautiful after hours plays. Geez.
Yeah, it was nice yesterday.
And I didn't play any of them. Well, let me pull up the circle, see what. I've been staying away from after hours because they just haven't been really fading like I normally like. So, and I'm trying not to trade all freaking day, but like, look at this one, TIVC after hours come up. Beautiful. What was that other one that went to 20? Do you remember what it was called?
UFG.
UFG. Look at this. Whoa. This is wild, bro.
Yeah, it was insane yesterday.
But yeah, no, I didn't play any of them because they haven't been fading very well. And then I see two fade probably harder than I've seen fade in a very long time. So might jump in some action today. So I'm at a FU PPSI. I'm in it, but I'm not very heavy. I've kind of just been adding every time it tests this 530 level. FLYE. Is that another one that popped? Jeez, I missed all these. Yeah, I was napping. Yo, what is up with this?
Oh shit, I hit the wrong button.
Bro, what was this? Like they all did the same thing. How did I didn't catch any of these. What, was there something going on? Like they all look exactly the same.
No, I don't know personally.
That's wild.
Okay, now I'm just in PPSI. I got out at FUFU. Fufu. I think PPSI is gonna tank, but bro, I was literally stressing my ass off over here a few minutes ago. Cause bro, I literally like I fucked up on FUFU too because I hit the wrong button. And so I ended up getting in more shares and trying to trim. I got to figure out some way to optimize my setup because that whole like I just human error is like not it cannot be a thing while I'm trading. But I fucking bro, I was up like $400 or $500 on Fufu, right? And I meant to trim all my position, and I ended up trimming and then adding the same amount of shares on the long side, and then it went completely against me.
That's rough.
Bro, yeah, I was literally down like $600 within like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I know that's that you getting used to the new setup.
Still trying to get used to it. I'm only down.
You got too much new things going on. You were on were on a roll, had a 6-figure month. Now you got a new software and a new job, bro.
Yeah.
You're supposed to keep the same. Got to keep the same thing going that's working, bro.
I know. Yeah, I should quit the job.
I know you. We've talked about this a few times. I'm still in mine. Like I was saying yesterday, I don't know if you were on this part. There's a lot of chaos in my company right now. So a lot of moving parts, a lot of executive high level like leadership positions changing around, moving around. So
That's what you're saying.
yeah, been a little chaotic too. It kept me out of the market Wednesday, which is probably a good thing because I think I would have got chopped up more in BSLK, to be honest.
Bro, I just want PPSI to fucking tank, bro. This motherfucker will not fall.
Yeah, I'm already out of it. I've just kind of been playing the 530 to $5 level. It's kind of been respecting VWAP for the most part, but it'll break through at some point, I guess. I should have done my due diligence on PPSI. What's the whole story with this one? Let me see. Reported Q2 EPS beat. Yeah, there's a lot running on earnings EPS beats. And even if they're the crazy thing is, even if they've been missing revenue, they're still running pretty hard. FU tanking.
Yeah, and I'm out of it, so that's great.
Me too. Sorry, I've been scalping. I mean, like you know how the market's been, so I haven't been holding for the big drops as much as I like to. That's what you and Colin both told me to do. You're like, bro, go back to scalping. Quit holding.
You just run the risk of more injury when you don't scalp.
I know, but then when you take profits, it tanks.
Yeah,
but it's all good. It's part of the game we play. But I was pretty proud of the SNOA play. I scalped that one like a G yesterday. Thank goodness, because I got burnt on XPON after market open. I set a reasonably decent stop loss, and man, it took it out. But it ended up $1,500 on the day, and normally I would push that to try to get it over 2, but the market's been a little weird, so I didn't force it. Did not force it. I was content with it. NA. Is this the NA popping? Yeah, we get a little pop here. Was that Nano Labs or is that a different one? Yeah, that is Nano Labs. I've played this one so many times over the years. So 629 is a level it got to recently. I'm probably not going to wait for it to get there, but just putting that on y'all's radar. I'll end up missing this play. Wanted to see it pump a little bit more. Yeah. So it got up to this 628 level.
Oh, it's already down?
I mean, it's 40 to 50 cents down from where it was, but it's still moving. They have earnings today. Gotta bless you. You sneezing again today?
I guess. Are you in it already?
No. There's not enough on it for me right now. Things are popping 50, 100% again, so I'm probably not going to enter too many of these 20%ers unless it's and again, I'll enter a 20, 30%er if it's like a drastic parabolic move, but this little whatever this is action, it's not interesting to me at all. This candle right here was, if I would have got in, if I would have pulled it up and it had been in the 570s, 580s, I probably would have entered, but I'm going to wait to see if it pops again. It's crazy. That's one of the few after hours. Well, I haven't been playing after hours as much, but man, I set out the wrong one though. I'm trying to get to a position. Oh, VMAR is getting a little pop. Oh, yeah.
VMAR.
I beat your trade ideas. Ooh, probably shouldn't have beat you. Jumped in a little early, so let me pull it up. Dang, I should have got into NA though.
It's touching some resistance right now.
Ooh. Looking strong right now.
VMAR.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can tell it's a low float. The way it's moving.
What's those shares available?
What's up?
What's the float?
I just saw a comment that said it was a low float. And I can tell just the way it's moving that it's a very low float. I haven't checked personally. It's around 1 million.
Ooh, very low.
I jumped in a little early, but I jumped in pretty light. So then I added a little bit heavier, around $5. Still don't have the best average, but if it starts holding above 5, I'm probably going to dip. Yeah, I'm going to dip and let it make its move first.
God damn it.
The news don't seem that great, to be honest.
What's the news?
Like some, let me pull it back up just a second.
Well, that's pretty extended right where it's at. It's pretty overextended. So
Yeah, I'm back in it now. Announces that the New York State County Supreme Court formally approves the company's settlement of an outstanding legal claim. back in it, but with the low float, I'm gonna definitely keep an eye on it. Y'all know how I'll bounce between tickers here and there, but this one I'm gonna keep an eye on very closely because these low floats can go crazy, like what it's doing now.
Damn it!
You good, bro?
No, I'm not good.
Take a second, bro. You need to hop off. You can hop off. This is a 1 million, less than 1 million market cap, bro. This is we can't be surprised when this one rages against us. This one, if any of them will, it be this one, or under 1 million float. That's what these do. That's what these do. So I'm playing it light. The news is, like I said, the news is not that that impressive, but people like that it's under 1 million market cap. So we know it's under 1 million float. I mean, and so does the long. So this one, it's a good one to pump. But I'm hoping it's topping out. But it broke through that $5 level and basically bounced off of it, so that's not a good sign. PPSI is looking more appealing now that it finally broke VWAP. Alexandru, you said what? 1 minute looks better. Let's see. True. Yeah, it does. That's a good point. So this is a better candidate for the VWAP fade for sure. So it's breaking down now. I needed that, but it's recovering now. But yeah, if this one closes the 5 minute, closes under VWAP. I'm gonna be looking to play the any bounces because they'll usually be weak. And if the VWAP's above 5, the risk isn't nearly as bad. Because with the VWAP fade, it's usually entry criteria, 5-minute closes under VWAP, and then that's the entry criteria. I usually enter small and then I wait for pops. Then I enter a little bit heavier. So we got the 5-minute close. Okay, so now one of my plays out of my playbook is enter here. And then if it pops a little bit, add more to it, but cut if it breaks a new high. But it's just tanking. Good, I needed that. Like you needed it too, Steven.
I'm just not having a good week, brother. So I apologize for getting out of myself on stream. That was childish.
Bro, you good? That's what I said. Just take a second. You don't see me have emotional moments.
I'm having not a good day. I mean, it's better, but this week's been a roller coaster, brother. It's been a roller coaster. It's been a roller coaster for sure. So I appreciate you, man.
Well, the market has been a little tough regardless. Oh, geez.
Well, bro, my problem is I'm trying to stuff so much into such a small amount of time, and I had a human error this morning, so it was like, everything that could go wrong is going wrong right now.
Yeah.
PPSI is dropping down to lows again. I think we tanked the rest of the morning on PPSI.
Look at PGEN. This might make up your day.
You're not lying to me, are you? I mean, PPEN?
PGEN.
Well,
what is going on with this one? This is such a drastic move from one candle to the next.
Is it hard to borrow?
I don't know. I mean, I only paid $4 for locates.
It's already shortable at Ocean.
Yeah. It's well, was this today or did it? I'm so confused. Thanks for the heads up.
Okay.
On PGEN, I'm already out because I looked up the market cap and it was bigger than I was expecting for that move. Oh yeah, now the comments saying it to you, Alex and CJ.
What, big market cap?
Yeah, but I played it. It's probably not going to flush cleanly. Speaking of flushing cleanly, it looks like VMAR is finally giving it back.
Yeah.
No, I was down $1,000, bro. I was down at over $1,000 on this stupid VMAR, but now I'm basically up a couple $100, but it's not the morning I preferred. Good, Alex. At least you got some. But yeah, I kind of had to say in FMAR. I needed a pretty drastic move to get me out of the hole. So, like I was saying, VWAP fade, especially when even Light brought it up. When the VWAP is this close to the high, I really like these VWAP fades. 5-minute closes below VWAP. Fundamentally, trash company. There's a good chance it keeps fading. And sometimes it'll pop up again, but those are shorting opportunities. And then you just cut if it breaks new highs. I'm out on this one. I might have jumped out too early.
On what, PGEN?
No, I'm not even looking at that one anymore. I'm out. I'm out.
What are you on?
Dang, I should have held that one longer. Whew. VMAR.
Oh, yeah, I had to get out because I was it made me all my money back, so I wasn't going to be ungrateful.
Yeah, I mean, I'll play a ticker a few times if it gives me opportunity, but this one looks like it's going to keep flushing. Jumped out a little too early, but it got me to where I needed to be, so can't complain. Yeah, I need to start checking these floats before I enter, because again, like I said, I used to not care so much, but these 1 million or less floats. The problem is, like, I'll analyze the news, analyze the stock, and then enter it. But if the float's less than 1 million, it just trades so much different, you know?
Right.
Good. I'm glad you got out of your hole though, bro.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. I mean, I'll probably have to just chill for the rest of the day. I'm probably going to have to get off here in a second. So,
Maybe you'll get some after hours opportunities.
yeah, I made most of my gains back up yesterday during lunch, so I'm thinking if I'm in the green going into this afternoon that maybe I'll be able to, you know what I'm saying, capitalize. Because it was just me trying to dig myself out of a hole for 2 days. But since I'm green, I mean I'm really, really small green, but it's fine.
Kind of where I'm at. Yeah, barely green. I'm not going to trade too. That's kind of been the theme most of the week, though. I haven't been trading too heavy. This has been just a funky market.
Yeah, it's been a lot of weird. It's been like the PA's been weird. The fucking press releases that have been like running have been weird. I don't know, man. It's definitely not been a normal conditions for what we're used to, especially over the last like 6 months.
Yeah, and again, like I was texting you last night, like we're gonna, as the longer we're in this, we're gonna see all kind of different markets, because I was banking like crazy last year, and then this last 6 months, not so much. Profitable, but not crazy, because I didn't adapt well to this new market where you were doing really good in this new market. Now it's changing up a little bit. We had a couple weeks of where it was dead, and then or about a week and a half of where it was dead, and now things are pretty bullish again. But things might get interesting here soon with interest rates cuts, and new PPI data came out that was very concerning. So now the feds are stuck between data that's showing inflation is potentially not looking so good. If the PPI numbers came out, it was like 0.9, which is equivalent to, if we kept that same pace, that's 10% on 1 year. And then on the flip side, the jobs are crap right now. So
I got to get out of here, bro.
All right, see you, bro.
See you later.
So
bye, guys.
So we should see another interesting. The next couple months will probably be very interesting in small caps. Yeah, Alex, I agree. It's gonna be interesting, very interesting. Yeah, no, the administration wants those cuts regardless. I try not to talk about politics too much on here, but the Feds are in a tough spot. Like, because his policies, whether you like them or not, it is a lot of chaos going on. So the Feds they got a lot. It's hard to gauge the impact of tariffs and things like that. So it'll be interesting. The Feds are usually late to cut, but it's also an easy cop out too, though. So, because if they cut too early, inflation ramps back up. That's a disaster with prices how they already are. So I kind of see why they have been hesitant. But I mean, personally, I want interest rates to go down too. But I can kind of see why the Fed's been a little hesitant. It's a lot of chaos right now. It's hard to gauge. How about them files? We talking about Epstein? I ain't getting into that. I don't keep up with that side of it. I keep up with the financial sides of politics that influence it. Because again, I'm in retail. I run dispensaries, so consumer sentiment and buying power and things like that are very important to me. And then I'm in real estate. I got some pretty heavy, high interest rate loans I'm looking to refinance, hopefully. I'm still cash, or most of them I'm cash flowing, but, or my projections show I will cash flow. But obviously, if they do drop, I want to refinance. So long story short, I try to keep up with it, but it seems like a mess right now. So I wouldn't be surprised what happens, but there's like a 90 to like 95% chance, I think, that they'll cut in September. So last time I checked. I was waiting for this to get to 4.8. I had an entry at 478, but it didn't get there. Unfortunately. So if it gets back to VWAP, I'm not sure it will, but if it does, I'm going to try to enter. What are we playing today, bro? Right now, just I'm in PPSI and hoping it fades. And if VMAR gets back to VWAP, I'll look for entry. How about them files? Oh, you already read that one. Yeah, I don't keep up with much of it, to be honest. It all seems sketchy to me. I'm trying not to jump in my entry too early, but if it gets probably back to 470, I move my entry down to 470. $469. And then I kept one at 479 as well. I just kind of want to catch this fade. I think I'd be very surprised if it reclaims VWAP, but it could. So I'm in a couple hundred shares now. I was hoping it would get a little bit higher. I had another entry of 469, but it didn't. Candle shows it made it up there, but I didn't get filled. So I'm only in 300 shares, so not as heavy as I'd like. But yeah, that initial VMAR move put me on kind of a roller coaster. So PPSI is perking up again. It does not want to fade away. Again, I don't really even know much about this one, so let me pull it up again. Oh yeah, it was a EPS beat. Oh, they actually didn't beat though. Their EPS was, they exceeded sales though. Hmm. It's funny because a lot of these ones has been running on earnings news. Like it hasn't, maybe there's one of them that like year over year, it was a drastic increase, but most of them hasn't been like from a P&L or analyzing the EPS and revenue. Hasn't been like that impressive to me, but whatever. It was weird because sometimes in small caps, like people don't care about earnings. I mean, like earnings aren't usually the ones that's like leading the march. Like if something goes on a nice run and it's earnings related, it's usually like 100, 200 million market cap up, not like these plays, but what is the market cap on this one? Let's see. Yeah, it's only 34 million. Alex, I think PPSI might be the runner, multiple reclaims and after hours continuation. You might be right, bro. So yeah, that's the only ones I'm mainly looking at today. That's a good point. Woodworks and guitars. When it's slow, people want to trade, so maybe halfway decent earnings is enough. No, you're probably right. You are probably right. I just haven't, again, I've seen quite a few market cycles, like probably many of y'all, and I just haven't seen like as many plays running on earnings for small caps. I'm still playing this one. I'll if it starts breaking new highs, I'll reevaluate the position, but it's dancing around this $5 level. So it's a level I like. You'll hear me talk about this $5 level a lot. Because even like VMAR, like it couldn't sustain over $5. Like maybe it wicked above it a couple times, few candles above. Oh, that was only a 1 minute. So yeah, on a 5 minute standpoint, it couldn't hold more than couldn't hold more than 2 candles. And again, PPSI is showing it can, but it's going to struggle in this area a little bit, I think. And if there's any decent news that comes out at 8, it might flush. I think that's why this one went down, right? Yeah. So at 7:15, it made that drastic red candle. When did VMAR start popping? Look, 7:15, the money rotation. So same exact time. So looking a little weak to me, around $5. And if we get some decent PRs at 8, maybe this fades off, but not super confident in it. I'm only in 500 shares. If it pops back up to the 530, 540 level, I'll enter a little heavier, but I was playing it a few times, just this 530 level to $5 basically. So if it gets back up there, I'll play it one more time. But if there's nothing to really distract us from this play, to Alex's point, it could be a runner. Did you play PGEN? Yes. So thank you. Was it Generic for posting that one, even though it was bigger market cap than I usually play. I was able to make a little bit on it. So let me pull it up. Yeah, I didn't hold it as long as I should have, though. I got out here at VWAP because that's whenever I saw that it was I almost top ticked it though. I got in on the well, not top ticket, but I got a good entry. I think it was like 388 or something. So I got out at VWAP because I saw that it was a $500,000 market cap. So a few of y'all say $1 billion, but mine said $500,000. But that's still a little high for me. Yeah, Alexandria. I ended up entering 1,000 shares though, so I made about $400 on it. But I lost some on VMAR on the initial move, so it kind of just offset it. And then I made about $500 when VMAR decided to finally fade. So I'm up a couple $100 on the day. Not very impressive, but that's all right. And like I said, I had my first red day this month. What was it? Wednesday. And then yesterday basically made it up. So I lost 1,200 locate fees. It probably was 13, 14, 1,500. And then yesterday I made 1,500. So still sitting around 20 to 22K on the month, I think. And it's kind of been like a crazy month. So I'm going to probably trade relatively light the rest of pre-market, unless I just see an A+ setup, and then come back the last 2 hours and see if there's any cool setups for some after hours fades. Normally they fade pretty hard after hours on Fridays. I know y'all have heard me talk about this if y'all are a regular, but but sometimes they do this. And I ended up in like a 50K position on this fella last Friday. It decided to break a new high at like the end of day on a Friday. Like, it was very unusual. Reeks of manipulation, but that's all right. Yeah, Alexander. Oh yeah, Alex just said it exactly what I was about to say. I'm scared of these high price stocks because they don't want to put myself at risk because I'll lose money if I play them. But what? It's not about the price. I'm so confused. Regardless if it's 50 cents, $1, $5. If you put in $500 in any of those positions, it's still $500. It's not like if you play a $5 stock, you got to put in more money. You know what I mean? Like if you want to enter $1,000. So I don't enter over $15 or $20. That's not because of the price. That's usually because if it's a small market cap and if it's over $20, it's usually affiliated with like a smaller float, because of reverse stock splits and things like that. So that's why I avoid them. But this $5 range, if you're talking about this, I'm just kind of confused because I see people say that a lot, like over $5 or over $6. It's like, what? If you want to trade $500 worth in that position, regardless if it's $1 or $5, if it's a $1, you just enter 500 shares. If it's $5, you enter 100 shares. It's still the same amount. But Alexandra, I know you're new, filling things out, but I mean, come up with your own game plan and criteria for sure, but the $5 ranges, I like the $2 to about $5 or $6 range pretty well. And I showed y'all the stats yesterday. I usually do pretty good with those. Okay. Well, it looks like you have a theory. So VMAR, like a kind of was hoping. Let's pull up the 1 minute. Tells like a little bit more of a story. So played the retest, and it's kind of stalling at this level. So I'm gonna go ahead and take some profits just in case it wants to reverse again. So I didn't get that 469 feel like I wanted, but I went ahead and entered a little early and got in the, I can't even remember where I entered, 460, 455 something. And the reason why I'm going ahead and take profit is just because this is a level it keeps bouncing at, and it looks like it might do it again. So if it wants to get back up to VWAP though, I'll short it again. But now I'm up 400 on the day. Again, very unimpressive numbers this week, but I've seen on X and other places, a lot of shorts have been getting destroyed this week. So if I just end the week green, I'll be happy. And as of right now, as long as I don't do anything completely reckless today, I should. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday was green. No, Monday, Tuesday was green. Wednesday, red. Thursday, green. But I like to go heavy after or end of day on Fridays. So we'll see. We'll see how the day ends. So it is fading away. Should have held on, but I'm content. You got to secure profit. So if I would have held on, I would have made a little bit more money, but this might go back to where it started, to be honest. Now most of my focus is going to be on PPSI. Appreciate that, Alex. Yeah, I think you were the one that mentioned that people lost their shirt on BSLK. So I started looking on X after you said that, and bro, you were right. It destroyed a bunch of people. And again, I kind of got saved because there's a lot of chaos in my company Wednesday, and I did. BSLK was the one that put me in the red that day, but I had a busy day, so I just stepped away and was a little frustrated. So stepped away, and then I came back and I was like, ooh, I'm glad you were busy, bro. You might would have chased this one. But yeah, there was some crazy numbers I saw on X where people were just, yeah, they got ripped apart. But you kind of called it too, because you said there was going to be, you were like, it was so slow that there was going to be one ticker that probably just rips and just messes everyone up. Like we were setting ourselves up for one of those plays, like a black swan, quote unquote. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a black swan, but it was a very unorthodox trade that threw a lot of shorts off. But yeah, appreciate the comment. But I think me just being busy this week might have been a blessing. because I could have seen myself getting caught up in that one too. VMAR. So you said they were cheaper at 710. You don't want to. I mean, do your own thing, but I don't know if this is the time to get locates on VMAR. Yeah, they were pretty cheap earlier. And we should get some news here in the next 4 minutes. I know it's been a little bit of a slow morning, not that exciting, but I'd appreciate likes if you're likes on the live stream. If y'all haven't liked the video, subscribe if you haven't. It's interesting, since I've started live streaming, we've seen a lot of interesting market dynamics. Every time I think I kind of figured out a game plan, the market adjusts. Yeah, Alex, hopefully we get a 50% fader at 3 p.m. today. But 8 o'clock in 3 minutes, we usually have the most news. So last time something ran, PPSI made this candle. It went from 504 to about 470. If I see something running, I might add to this position in hopes that it makes another move down like that. It's already proven once that when attention gets stolen from it, it kind of fades a little bit. So, and I usually don't enter these just blindly. Just want to be clear about that. Just because it's 8 o'clock, I'm not just entering, but it's at a level that it could. It's testing VWAP. It's proven that it's fighting to stay above it. Why am I on the 3 minute? I've never traded the 3 minute. But yeah, so it's already showing it's struggling at this level. So this is the 50. And it's looking like it could potentially close above it. We're getting close to 8 o'clock. It might get its attention stolen from it. So I might actually, I'd rather it be a little bit higher right here, about 490 before I add, because it's already kind of fading now. So if there's some decent PRs, I expect this one to kind of dip out. But yeah, going back to your comment, Alex, yeah, it's crazy because the Friday before that, everything faded, and it was like nasty fades, like you said, like 50% plus fades. Okay, I'm adding to my position on this one, just keeping you on the loop. Since it's almost 8 o'clock, we're getting a little bit of a VWAP test here. So I'm at 1,000 shares, and my average is 498 now. Kind of lowered it, adding right here, but that's okay. I think we might see it start fading soon. But anyways, yeah, Friday before last, everything faded so hard, but I took too much money out of my account, my trading account, and I didn't get to play as heavy as I wanted. Like I was using up all my buying power. And then this last Friday, I had more money in my account and went heavier.
PGEN.
And everything reversed on me. So
MCRP. FUFU.
8 o'clock fake out. But let's see if anything now that it shouts out should be accurate. Come on, something perk up. Because what scares me, I shouldn't say scares, but what concerns me is if there's not some decent 8 o'clock news, then potentially might go back to PPSI. Got to bet that money rotation theory. Yeah, it's funny because I was watching some of these other traders. They'll come up with little like theories and stuff, and I always appreciate it though, hearing other people's insight. What was I watching? This guy, he was trading futures or whatever, but he created a term. I'm gonna have to remember it. It was great. Forget what it was. It's something that I'll never use, but a trident pattern or something, I think is what he said. And then I'm like, I've never heard that. Then he drew it, and I was like, yeah, you totally made that up. But it works. It works for you. Are y'all seeing anything? I don't even know if I can say I came up with money rotation theory. I probably the way I word it, but I've heard it's usually though in like it's not really used in this way, but regardless, I want to see something. Yeah, it's crazy because I've been getting more people on the live streams, more subs and stuff, which I really appreciate, guys. But it's so interesting. It's been whenever the market's been trash, like when it was a lot of action. Well, I was just getting started. There weren't as many subs and stuff. But now that it's quiet, these live streams have been a little rough. I haven't played PMNT today, but oh, PG. Oh, so this one's a little bigger than I prefer to play, but with bigger stocks, they usually respect VWAP and things like that a little bit better, though. So I don't want to be a bad example and break rules, but I might enter here on PG and then if it just holds above VWAP, I'll probably just dip. But I could see it getting rejected right here. So I'm just going to try small position. I'm being a bad example, breaking rules, but there's not a lot to play. And I enter a little starter here. If it gets up to 3, let's just say 305, I'll enter a little bit more, but I want to see if it fails right here. And I'll cut it pretty quick. If it gets over like, let's just say this candle, I'll cut. But it's starting to fade back down. So these are the two I'll keep my eye on. Oh yeah, PPSI looks like it wants to kind of tank here. Let's see. Well, I shouldn't say tank, but it wants to maybe fade here. So I'm in at 298 on PG, and just to see if it is this the 5 minute? Doesn't look like the 5 minute. Oh, I was looking at the 1 minute, I think. So yeah, I entered a starter here at 298, and then I'll enter the rest of my position around 305. PPSI is starting to fade a little bit though. That's good. Entered a little early for this VWAP test, but like I said, I entered light, enter a little bit heavier around 305 if it wants to get up there. And I'll probably be pretty quick to take profits on PGN because it actually had pretty good news too. So you know what? This might be a break-even play. It's not fading as hard as I want. It might fade and I might miss it and regret it, but
VMAR.
I'm barely in the money at 296. I'm just going to take it. So just break even for me. It's positive. I mean, positive FDA news, and it's outside of my market cap. I kind of feel like I'm forcing a trade here, so I'm out. I just took it at break even. It might fade here, guys, but I don't. This is not the one to break my rules on. PGN, so I'm out. And PPSI's dropping, so I'm up on it. Up about $300 now. So this might be a level to start looking at profit though. Because sometimes you can let these things just fade back to where they started, but it's been such a scalping market that I'm probably going to take some profits here. I'm in 1,000 shares, so I'm going to take some out here at 450s, in the 450s. CODX. FLI. Anybody else take PPSI? That's a decent little flush. And I'm probably going to take PGEN off the screen just so I'm not tempted to trade it anymore. Sorry for the back and forth with this one, but this is how I trade. If it doesn't make the move I want in the time frame I want, sometimes I just cut at break even. But I'm glad y'all could kind of hear my thought process with it. Like, I have rules that I don't know if I really should call them rules, but like entry criterias. So this, even though the technicals look like something I want to play, there's too many. It feels like I was forcing PG, and so, but y'all got to hear through my thought process with it. So it could keep fading, but I feel like I was forcing it a little bit. So I'm out. Waiting for 200 on PPSI to take profit. Yeah, PGN. Well, they usually act weird, Alexander, or by my definition. That's why I don't trade them. They just don't. Well, the weird thing is they usually respect levels better. So I do expect it to kind of like fade here, but the problem with these bigger market caps are they are like decent company. If they're a 500 million market cap company, they're probably pretty decent. So they just don't fade back to where they started as good as some of these smaller market caps. But honestly, these smaller market caps haven't been fading cleanly either. So I think it's just the market cycle we're in. Because I'm tempted to just take it all off right here at PPSI, like take all my profit, because I think there's going to be a chance it comes right back to 490 and I can re-enter again. And it's frustrating when I don't take all my profit, because like, let's say I'm up 300 bucks here. I take profit 150 bucks, and then it comes back up here. And then yes, I can add, but I wasted, 150 bucks in profit that I should have just taken off right then. So it's been a tough market to decide if you trim or you take all your profit. But to Genric's point, MA. You must have been NA. What do you mean, Genric? What's MA 200? So, like, that's a very good question. So, he said, oh, moving average. Yeah, my bad. No, that makes sense. I hear a lot from longs that adding to losing positions is a bad practice in these small caps. Is it considered the opposite for shorts to an extent, since most of these moves fade? That's a very good question. So last year and the year before, that was my strategy a lot. Like if they would go against me, I would add, because 95 out of 100 times, it might take a day, it might take a couple of days. That's why I used to swing a lot more. It would come back down. And I would have points of like, I would have to get out. Like if it hit this number, you got to get out. And it usually would be a pretty big loss. But this year, I'm trying to be a little bit more strict with my stop losses. So to answer your question, like it does work. It worked for me a lot last year, but it also was the reason I took a $76,000 loss in one day. It took me like over 2 months to make it back. So it works until it doesn't work. Y'all probably heard me say that. Just because something works doesn't mean it's probably a sustainable strategy. But I still add to positions that go against me if it's not in like no man's land, and if it's approaching another key level or whatever, I will add, but I don't blindly add.
VMAR.
Can we get another pop on VMAR, or is that just a fake out? Let's see. Dang, VMAR faded. What? Why did Trade Ideas tell? I must have some other entry criteria pulled up. Why did I get an alert for that? But anyways, PPSI, I'm gonna be like Genric. He's waiting to the 200. I'm gonna try. I think in this level though, it's going to give us a little trouble if we try to wait for the 200 fade. It might hesitate from like 430 down to probably $4, but let's do it, Genric. I'm gonna try to hold it too. That's not financial advice, but I would like for this to fade a little cleanly. I do like that it broke this level though, right here. Obviously it didn't close above it, and hopefully it doesn't bounce here, but the fact that it wicked below that, that's a good sign. Oh, you out? I thought you said you were holding to... Bro, I'm so confused. Oh, got it. No, totally. I get it. Is that not the 1 second? I don't care about the 1 second. 1 minute, okay. Yeah, no, there's a good chance it could bounce here. That's why I took most of my profits. Oil, I took half profits already. Huge market cap, but JOBY for scalping. I'm gonna pull it up, but if it's a huge market cap, I am not interested. Yeah, no way. Nope. Should have held on to PG, and it looks like it's going down, but try to be disciplined. Five-minute chart, 200 MA is 420. Maybe the EMA, but I got the 5-minute up right now. It's at 380. I trade on the SMA. Small caps tend to. Well, what's funny is I think I'm gonna be the one that brings up Ross today. So Cole and I was having a pretty deep conversation about moving averages, and I've noticed they respond to the SMA more than they respond to the EMA, especially on like the 200 SMA test. Like it's just a trade from my playbook. So I trade on the SMA. Yeah, I figured it was EMA when you said that. Because the 200 SMA daily, like one of my favorite trades whenever it approaches that level, looking for an entry. When I basically back tested it, well, I don't know if I can say back tested, but I looked through many charts and they didn't respond to the EMA the same way, the 200. So maybe on the daily, the SMA is more accurate, but I think on the 5-minute it is as well, but teach their own. Have y'all noticed that before? Or do most of y'all use SMA or EMA? Because I like the SMA a little bit more. It's just, I think they respond to it. From my trading, I just thought I thought I noticed them responding to it a little bit more. But anyways, I haven't talked much about the Discord group. So there's a sign up for the Discord. Trading days like this probably are not the best selling point because it's a little slow, but pretty excited about what we're building in the Discord. So I'm gonna have to update the date. It's gonna be after August 17th, but the circle group, everyone that's in the circle group now this weekend I'll invite everyone in, test it out. Y'all get first dibs, and then the wait list will get invited to the Discord group. And I'm not going to allow the public in until a little bit, just so we can play around with it. But I'm pretty excited. Speaking about playbooks, I'm really elaborating on the different playbooks that I trade and how I've gotten success and the time of day and, things like that. And elaborating on that a lot. And I think the alert system is going to be way better in Discord. And I'm going to tag the playbook so it'll be easy reference for the newbies. Whenever we post alerts, we got our member alerts built out, the live rooms built out, some of the educational stuff getting built out. So super excited about Discord, because in Circle, again, I liked Circle, but it was not quick with like alerts and stuff. Sometimes there's like a 2 or 3 minute delay, and sometimes you'd even get an alert. So Discord will be a little quicker, and pretty excited about it though. Pretty excited about it. That makes sense. Like, yeah, I believe the 200 SMA is one of the most commonly used moving averages by institutions and retail. Like, yeah, no, it definitely responds to it. But when I tested it against the EMA, like it didn't really even acknowledge it too much. But maybe it's just a daily thing. Who knows? PMNT. Oh yeah, we're getting close to a retest here. Good call. Oh, we got all the way up to 84. Huh. So when they wick up like this, the retest is technically, it could be this like 75 cents level, but it could be 84 cents. So I'm not in love with this one because of that wick. If I try to get in now, it could potentially test where it wicked up. And unless I'm going to go like really heavy and try to scalp like small, like, you know, a few cent moves, it's kind of, I don't really like this. And again, I know y'all just put it on my radar. I'm not throwing shade at y'all's alert. Please continue to, I just kind of break down my thought process. So I just don't really like how it's kind of slowly grinding up. So I might sit out on this one, but there could be a play here. Definitely could be a play here, but I'm gonna sit it out. Yeah, no, Discord's gonna be cool, guys. Appreciate y'all's support. It'll be much better than Circle, though. I acknowledge that. Circle's a little too formal, but I like the structure. But Discord, I'm starting to realize that we can add some structure there too. I've just been a part of so many chaotic Discord groups. It's just like hard to find anything, and it's probably just me though. But the daily chat's gonna be cool too. So the problem with Circle is you kind of got to, it's like you have to actually post things, but a running chat daily where we're all commenting on and stuff, that'll be dope. Instead of just like forum style posts or whatever. Oh, so that's good to know. Let's see. Speaking of, so that's where I'm interested then. If it gets up into like this level. Speaking of it acknowledging the 200, that's probably why it failed right here. So yeah, if it gets back up to that level, I'm very interested. So the top of the wick and the 200, that's flirting with A+ setup because it will be yeah, because it's already up 150%. So by the time it gets up there, it would be 200+%. So yeah, A+ setup. If it gets up here, I don't know if it will, but that's the one I'd go heavy on. And the reason why I said A+ setup is because it's kind of combining two different things, a retest and a 200. And the retest dropped all the way down from 80 to look 50 cents and then back. So the more drastic the retest, the higher probability I've noticed that it fails, because like I'm sure y'all have seen something like spike to $1, then it drops to 90 cents and then it blasts through it. But if it goes to $1, drops like 80 cents, 70 cents, 50 cents, and it has a much longer way to get back to that retest, just seems like they fail, have a better chance of failing. And on top of the 200. So yeah, long story short, I'm interested in this one. If it gets up to the 80 cents level, I might even start doing some entries, 79 cents light, and then heavier, 80, 81, 82, 83. But yeah, that's my thought process with that one. I love how this place is not filled with rocket emojis and people pumping random tickers. Oh gosh, that's yeah, you see that in a lot of these discords and on like the Weeble chat and stuff. It's always so funny. Oh, and the best part is they think they're actually gonna move the ticker, you know? Like sometimes they'll pump a ticker that has like no volume on the day or it's down like 10%, and they're like, it's getting ready to blast off. And I'm just like, okay. All righty. Yeah, there would probably be some bag holder longs from the spike on PMNT. Yeah, that was a brutal spike. And I used to trade these too. Like the initial, that's why I ended up getting stock tightened, because it's actually pretty quick news. Like I couldn't find anything that would give me quicker news. And I used to try to play these PR moves, like the initial moves, because I got this dude to build me. He's from like, I don't remember where he's from, like Russia or something, I think. He built me this like on, I went on like one of these sites and got this dude to build me. It's like a quick order entry. I had a like API to my broker, and basically I had like preset settings, and all I would have to do was type in the ticker and then press enter, and then it would like execute my size on that position that I already had set for it. And it worked sometimes, but then other times, like again, PRs are so hard to judge. So in other times I would be a bag holder. So it just wasn't a predictable way to make money. It was like I would make, $1,000 and then I would lose $2,000. So playing the PRs didn't work for me. But it worked when I was following the pumpers though, because I used to like follow Moon Market and Zip Trader and stuff like that. I've tried a lot in this trading game. And shorting seemed to be the most consistent though. Well, by far the most consistent. Does it keep doing that? So I still haven't taken profit on PPSI. I'm gonna keep an eye on PMNT just in case it makes like a quick move up. Should probably, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and set some positions. I'm gonna have some positions ready. But I want to keep an eye on PPSI because I'm trying to decide if I should take profit here. That line I drew, it's obviously acknowledging. But yeah, PMNT is looking more appealing. I'm actually just going to take profit here on PPSI. Could it fade? Yeah, but it's hanging around this level a little longer than I would prefer it to. So I'm just going to go ahead and take profit here. Keep an eye on PMNT. So now my game plan with PPSI is if it gets back to VWAP, I'm going to add another entry. And if it breaks this level, so PPSI, so if it breaks this level, starts trending down, then it comes back to retest it, potential reentry there because support turns into resistance. But probably light though. And then if it makes its way back to VWAP, add heavier. I'm green on the day, but still not a very impressive morning. But I got into VMAR a little too early. that happens.
TIVC.
TIVC. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. It's popping again. Where did it get to yesterday? Let's see. Oh, I missed it. And it's tanking. Oh, don't chase, bro. You want to get in it, but don't chase. Sorry, I haven't pulled it up for y'all yet, but somebody pull it up. TIVC. TIVC. Basically a retest. I'm not taking if it does this after hours, I'm gonna see if it fades again like that. Oh yeah, let's go. I'm not. Yep, keep going down, bro. I'm not taking profits till. I'm not saying that's the right move, but I think there's a chance that it just fades back like it did previously. How about this? I took a little profit in the 440s, but I do want to hold some just to see if it fades back down. Might be the wrong play because it's a scalping market, but I took some profit at 440s, but based on history, yeah, see, it's going down. Based on history, though, it likes to fade hard. There we go. That's what I needed this morning. Let's go. Okay, now I'm taking a little at 409, got filled. And now I'm just holding 300. Yeah, I saw the float was tiny, but I'll leave if it breaks a new high. But as of right now, it's playing out pretty nice. All right, I'm out. I should have held some, but I entered 1,000 shares, so I made pretty good on it. So I got excited that I was going to hold it, but I got excited. Cool. Woo, feeling better on the day now. Thank you, Trade Idea Alerts. I'm glad I went ahead and took profits. There might be another entry here at VWAP, but between the tiny float, I'm not interested. But if it gets back up to a little bit more, I'm interested. It is a tiny float though. Just remember that. That's not a no play for me, but that's just if I play it, be cautious, bro, type of thing, you know what I mean? So back in it in the 470s. Let's go. Taking profit some at VWAP. And you know what? I'm only holding 200 shares now. I'm just going to probably hop out here. All right, I'm out. All right, so between those two moves, made over $1,000 on those two moves. So now my morning's feeling a little bit better. And this is why I still trade less than, because here you go, perfect example. This is why I have not completely eliminated less than $1 million or less than 1 million float. Is because a less than 1 million float VMAR cost me $800 earlier. But TIVC, between those two moves, I made about $1,100. So even on the day, I'm positive, you know, and I probably should have played that one again. So the point is, like, I'm going to keep playing less than 1 million market cap, but I'm just going to be cautious with it. Just don't, I can give financial advice, but what I do is just, I try not to go as heavy, even though I did enter 1,000 shares here, but it was because it was based on a $5. I've been talking about $5 a lot today. I love that level because you'll see why I love this level. They fell often here. They struggled to hold over it. So I did enter a little heavier on this play, even though it was a low float, 1,000 shares. But again, if it goes against me, I get out quick. But hopefully y'all made some money on that. But long story short, I'm going to keep playing less than 1 million market cap. 1 million float. Jesus Christ, I keep saying market cap. 1 million float. I'm just going to be, just got to be able to cut the losses quick. But if you do not want to trade less than 1 million float, I don't blame you. A lot of shorts that I respect don't play less than 1 million float. So it's probably a good reason for it. Hope that makes sense. Kind of all over the place because I'm trying to manage this position too. But should have played it that third time as well, but I didn't get in. Generic Justin, will you go for Trade Ideas Elite version? Is it worth it? Thinking if it makes sense to get an Elite AI subscription. I have the basic one, so like I said, I'm not trying to.
Sora.
Oh, should I pull up PPSI? Is it making a? Oh, good. Yeah, that's a good retest right there. And then what did Trade Ideas say? SORA. Kenrick, if you got back in on PPSI, that was probably not a bad move. SORA. What does the daily look like? Oh, it doesn't even have a daily. Is this a relatively? Oh, here it is. What's the market cap on this one? Just to base how this moves, this looks like it's more than 100 million. Let me see. Yeah, 137 million. Little bit big for me. I'm not interested in Sora. I have my trade idea alert set to 200 million because I will. If it's like a drastic move, like if this was over $10, I would play it at 150 market cap. But this little move, I'm not super interested. But there y'all go if y'all want to play it. I had my entry. Geez, I just looked at my order. I had an entry at 485 for PPSI, so I didn't get filled. Got to 483. Dang it. Dang, Alex. I hate you missed TIVC. That one kind of bailed out my morning, to be honest. I'm in at 476 on PPSI. Nice, Generate. That's probably not a bad entry. Sometimes I'll move down my my entry, but I'm gonna keep it here at 485. Ooh, I should have played SORA though. It flushed. But again, I'm kind of content where I'm at right now, to be honest. So I'm just not going to force. There's a good trade, I'm going to take it, but I don't really want to force a trade right now. My main focus is back on PMNT and PPSI. So this is why, obviously, y'all probably can figure out why I ended up taking profits here, because it ended up just dancing around this level so much. And now it made a pop up. I did add at 479. I took back what I said. So I only entered 300 shares here. I have 500 shares waiting at 485. And then if it wants to get to 489, I might add some more as well. Because obviously sometimes it doesn't fill exactly at VWAP. It'll go a little above it. And then if it breaks above 5, I'll kind of reevaluate the position. But I'm in 300 shares now. Small position. Little starter. Just if it fades, I don't want it to fade without me. Really wish. And if PMNT just slowly grinds to this level, it's going to be a little less appealing to me. I'm going to take back the A+ setup. But if we just get like a nice, and there's a chance that we'll do this. I mean, they do this all the time. Just a very strong parabolic move up. That's what I would prefer to see. Like basically one candle moving like 10 cents or something. TIVC moving up again. It is tempting. Okay, I'm about to play TIVC again. Okay, I'm in the 460s. Not the best entry. I think, what is it for? Yeah, 462. Not the best entry, but let's see if it fails here. But that was an entry. So now I have some more waiting at 479, 489. Okay, now let's see if it breaks. It does break. It did break, but let's see if it fails now. Oh, this is getting interesting. Does it flush or does it break? Let's see. I got my finger on the trigger to cover if it breaks above 5, because going back to low float, this thing can take off if it does break and holds. I'm not out yet. I got to make it prove that it can hold over it. Yes, it's wicked above it, but I'm still in it. The longer it hangs out at $5, the less I like this play, just FYI. So I would like to see a flush here soon. If not, I might just start casually scaling out up here. Like I'm basically break even in the 480s. So I added pretty, I wouldn't say heavy, but I added heavier in the 490s. But hoping that it just flushes. It looks like it might flush here though. It's a war going on right now. And some trimming some got out at 561. It's not really the number I wanted, but again, this thing is yeah. So I added a little bit more here, and okay, I covered 490s. I'm only in 200 shares. This thing wants to just take off. And again, it might fail, but I'm only in 200 shares now, and I might get out if it gets back into 480s. I'm kind of playing risk adverse right now because, again, I'm not having an incredible day, but I don't want something stupid like this to mess me up. Because if it breaks and holds, it can go from like $5 to like 550 pretty quick, and then $6, and then $10. Okay, I'm out. I got out. I'm completely out now. So I decided to get out at 502. Oh, thank God I did. So yeah, I'm out. This thing is about, I would be surprised if this thing just rockets off. Could be wrong, but oh, it is testing this level now though. Huh, interesting. Might be another entry here, but I'm not interested. I made my money off of it 3 times. So if this wasn't a less than 1 million market cap, I would trade this. I'd be pretty excited at testing this level, but I'm gonna hold off. But cool. That was an interesting play. So let's see where we're at with the comments. Thanks for the heads up, Brandon, on TIVC. I got out just in time, or I would have probably not said thank you for telling me. But appreciate it. Not to bring up Ross again, but I heard some people calling those sudden giant green candles Ross candles. Yeah, they probably are. Bro likes to buy at the top. And a low float like this, he can move it. That's not me being a troll. Kind of goes back to some of the conversations I had. Like he's entering six-figure positions sometimes on these, and the float's less than $1 million. He's going to move it. But again, not shade. I think he's an amazing trader, but I'm not going to deny that heavy positions in a low float is not going to move the stock, though. What was that a couple days ago? Somebody said, I wonder if Ross talks about Justin or the Bear Wall Street. Of course not. I'm irrelevant to him. I watched one of his recap videos and I thought it was so interesting. There's a play that I lost a decent amount on, and he lost money on it too. And I was just like, who made money on this play? I think I'm a decent short and he's a incredible long. Like, how did we both lose a lot on this play? I forget which one it was. Dang it. I have to pull it up. Waiting on your collab with him? Yeah. He could care less about me. He's a big deal. So Fran, I don't know what is going on with TradeZero. Twice already I've hit the check button to borrow shares at 40 cents and thought I had the shares. And when I go to enter the position, I have no shares. Then when I check the borrow fee again, it's jumped to $3, then 540. Yeah, it sounds like TradeZero was teasing you a little bit. Again, y'all know I like TradeZero, but I've been faked out with locates like that before. So sometimes they'll, if you don't like grab them immediately, so as soon as it displays it, I think they sell them to other people. I don't think the locates are locked in until you hit yes. But yeah, not interested in TIVC. If anything, I'd be more interested in a long on this one, not at this level, but if it comes back to 5, maybe even this level, again, I'm not planning on taking. I'm not taking a low float like this. Long, but if it comes back to like 550, especially $5, I could see it just blasting off. But yeah, not interested in this one anymore. Made my money. Let's pull up something else. PMNT. I don't really like this grinding action, but it is getting to this level. I'm in P. So the only position I'm in right now is PPSI. I have an entry at 596, pretty small. Why is that, Alex? Oh, TIVC? Is there... Is there a level I'm missing? Why does it keep... Six, 10, 630, got it. Dang, this thing trades crazy. These are some wild moves. Wow. Hey, look at this one. I don't remember this one in April. It was trading for 353, then it gets up to 13. Jeez, this thing has a history of parabolic moves. Yeah, I wish I was better at going long. I might be interested in a long position in this one, but again, I'm not. I usually can call the ones that's going to rip, but my entries are always trash. So I wouldn't be surprised if this one rips, but I'm not interested in playing it. Because since it's so low float, if I get my timing wrong, I could pay for it. But it is after 9, and it's bullish, so, and it's just hit this spot, so it's tempting. It is tempting. But I'm not going to. That's not my edge. Look at the gap on the daily. What am I doing? Look at the gap on the daily at 661. The sun's coming up. It's shining on my computer. I can barely see right now. So 661 is, let me just draw it. Yeah. It's interesting. This level does cause a lot of congestion. A lot of congestion here, a lot of congestion here. A complete gap right here. Crazy move right here that's previously filled it. Now that makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. If it drops the $5, I'm going to enter 100 shares in a long position just for the fun of it. So if it goes against me, and again, not to make light of or to incentivize reckless trading, it's not that, but I think this one might run, but I'm not a confident long trader, so I'm just going to literally just buy 100 shares and just see if it takes off or goes to Alex's gap fill area. I could totally see that. So I have an entry waiting at $5 if it wants to, or like 503, 506. I can't remember what I put. It might drop to VWAP, which is more around 480. It might go back to where it started. I don't know. Because yesterday told us that it can fade pretty hard too. I just want to be in one of these that just go parabolic. I was in ATNF and it made a parabolic move, but I jumped out way too freaking early. Because like I said, I'm not a long trader, but I can recognize momentum when I see it. And less than 1 million market cap, these things can act up. So anyways, back to shorting. PMNT and PPSI, a little bit of boring action. It's 9 o'clock. Let's see if we get some news that comes out. Brand TIVC does have some news. Yep. I got my $6 profit on TIVC. Let's go, Alexandru. I know you're trading small, so good job, bro. And Alex 7422. Yeah, I saw it. Very small field though if it happens. Yeah, no, it's probably not a bad idea. Anything moving at 9? I don't think there was anything. It's probably smart though, Alex. Yeah, that thing. At market open, and I was talking about it yesterday too. since we got a little bit of time, let's see if I can share this. Because if y'all were on live, we were talking about SNOA. I don't know if you can even see it very good. I just still have this pulled up. I'm actually pretty proud of this one. So SNOA yesterday, this is about the only play I played good though, but this is how you got to make money in this market. It feels like the red arrows are my entries, the blue arrows are, so SNOA, I was a little insane and halted up and then I entered here, but basically that's how I've been making a lot of my money now. It's just like scalping like that. I really like to like hold and watch them like fade, but this is not that kind of market. And I can scalp, like trade decently, so it's all good. But these like, look at this one right here, for example, PPSI. Historically, if they, and it's still probably going to fade. I just added to my my position here actually. But historically, a lot of times when they break VWAP, they just die. They're deceased. But not in this current market we're in. There's a lot of retests, a lot of reclaims. So you almost, the point of bringing that SNOA up is like, that's where I found my success the last little bit, is scalping. And it sucks because the easy money is watching it fade, you know, like enter a position, cross your fingers and watch it fade. But it's been a tough market for that. But that's a nice little rejection here. I added some in this area. So if it breaks above $5 though, I've been talking about $5 a lot today. If it breaks above $5, depending on how the candle looks, depending on if it closes, I'll decide what to do in my position, but that's kind of the level, my stop level. What happened? What do you mean? Me not talking? Oh, it did? TIVC? Okay, so I got me an entry. I'll stop out. I might stop out. If it gets much lower though. So I got my 503 filled. So we'll see. Like I said, this is more of just hard to ignore that it could bounce at this level. But again, as usual, never take financial advice from me. Don't follow my trades. I'm just showing you how I think, my thought process, especially long positions. It's just fun whenever you make money short and long on a play. And I've made my money short on it, so if it wants to rip, I'll play it, but it could fade hard because look at it, what it did yesterday. I mean, it faded very hard. And it's kind of like in a similar area where it started fading yesterday, so. But I'm only in 100 shares. SR, let's see, SRXH. Okay, oh, 50 cents. Y'all know I love that level. Let's go. Let's go. Let me get some locates on that thing. Oh, come on, get it before it drops under 50. Oh, I didn't get it. I wasn't quick enough. I bet you it fades here too. Come on, get back to 50. There we go. I'm in it. 50 cents on the dot. Thanks for the heads up. Only entered 2,000 shares though. So it's trying to move quick. All right, still in PPSI. Now I'm in SRXH, and it looks like it's going to maintain, or I mean, as of right now, it's over 50 cents. So I'm starting looking at levels here on it. So let's see what we got. Oh, I actually really like this level because there's a lot of chaos right here. Okay. Yeah, this feels like this about to be a nice setup. Yeah, I see that it's approaching the 50. And I mean, like, look what it does when it gets to this 50. It was previous support, pretty decent support. It bounced off this level many, many times. And now it's turned resistant. So yeah, I'm in a pretty good share size. There we go. Let's flush, baby. This is what we want. Good call out, bro. Thank you. Beautiful call out. Man, look at there, look at there. So I ended up Should have went a little heavier, but I was only in 3,000 shares. So that's only a $1,500 position. That was a setup I should have went a little heavier on, but oh, good. I'm out at this point. And my TIVC position's bouncing. Let's see what it does. Zane, sign up for your Discord waitlist. Are members making money or just you? Members, feel free to speak up. It'll come more coming from y'all. But yeah, no, what was it, last month? There was a lot of members that made way more than me, actually. Steven had a 6-figure month. Raven made like 28K in one day. CJ, I don't know if you're on, but he had a phenomenal month. Martin had a phenomenal month. Colin was a long trader. And then we met and he converted to the short side. He only had one red day last month, and he's hasn't had a red day this month. He sent me his profit. So Generic, look at him banking. So yeah, no, a lot of people are making money in the group, but you know, again, I'm not going to guarantee results. Statistics show day trading and most people lose. So I'm not going to falsely sell you that if you join the Discord, you'll automatically make money. No, it's tough. It's hard work. You gotta know what you're doing. You gotta practice. Got to be in the game. But yeah, there's a lot of people that banked last month, and I just named the people that made more than me. And we have a little group. Yeah, good job, Alex. Yeah, I'm completely out as well. You held a little bit longer than me, so good job, good job. Bro, that's awesome. Generate 16K last month. Nice, 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 nice. But yeah, Steven had a 25K day and Raven had a 28K day. Like freaking haymakers. My TIVC positions running a little bit. Geez, I was not paying attention to PPSI. It rejected at $5, so wish I would have entered there. Oh well. It's honestly a very interesting move. So it breaks VWAP, hits that $5 level I'm talking about, fails to hold over it, flushes all the way down to 475, but still maintains VWAP. I don't even know what to make of this. Hard fail, goes down to 475, but still maintains above VWAP. So again, I don't, this one could go either way at this point, to be honest. TIBC, rocket emoji. I trimmed down my PPSI position a little bit. So I'm not in very heavy anymore, just because it's a little bit of weird price action. It looks like it's going to flush here. But again, I trade based on where my P&L is at for the day. So I'm being a little risk averse right now. I'm relatively content with where I'm at. So PPSI, it probably is going to fail here. I mean, this is a very ugly red candle, but and it fell to $5 and it's looking like it's going to fail VWAP, but I went ahead and trimmed because I'm a little in the money. I would consider this more break even than anything though. Just lower my position size since we're getting close to market open, and I'm not confident this is one I want to hold into market open. So Generic, I need to jump on one of your streams and share my story. I've been on some roller coasters in the last 5 or 8 years, but patience, but my way of trading is different. I short smaller positions, multiple stocks through the day, smaller profits, but accumulate and target 1K a day. Oh, and you average down on PPSI too. Honestly, Generic doesn't, I'm sure it is unique, but that's kind of, it's funny because it seems kind of similar though, because I don't try to go too heavy in any position. I like kind of quantity over quality, because I've discovered that if I pick like one or two, I know some of the people that's in the circle group, they'll pick like 1 or 2 or 3 stocks on the day to trade, maybe even one. Like if I only had to pick one, I think I would pick the wrong one, because again, I trade like quantity, and I don't like saying quantity over quality, because it's still got to be a quality stock. But yeah, that's kind of, I'd be interested to hear about it, because I kind of understand it, because mine's more like a probability game. I know majority of these are going to fade or go my way. So basically, if I trade 10 stocks, I think 7, 8, 9 of them will go my way. But if I just pick one, it seems like I always pick the red one. Maybe that's because I overmanage it. I don't know. But yeah, Generic, OMG VMAR, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? VMAR. Got to be a offering. Any of y'all were holding it? And the funny thing, what was it? Alexandru asked about getting locates around the 360 level. I was like, bro, why would you get locates here? Bro, this dropped $1.10 since then. Oh, keep my comments to myself. But yeah, that's crazy. That's a crazy move right here. But anyways, yeah, Generic, are you in Circle? If you are, you're not active, because I know most of y'all. I mean, I interact with most of y'all. Okay, well, reach out to me. We'll talk. Tell me more about your story. Join Discord or shoot me a message on Instagram or something. Scalper, but much longer than a few minutes or seconds. I do everything. I hold sometimes a day or two, so I use all possible strategies. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, reach out. I pick 5 to 10 stocks through the day. I never one or two. I don't go heavy on one stock unless I know it will fall because of some BS news. I mean, it's basically what I was just saying. So yeah, cool. I think that's a profitable strategy, bro. I mean, it can be. So I'm going back to my orders. I closed out TIVC at $5.84 at, what's the timestamp? At 9:18. So where's 9:18? So 9:18. So I closed right here. Can't be right because it says 584. Am I on the right stock? 9:18. Oh, this is 9:19. There you go. 9:18. So this is where I closed it. So I'm going to enter. Well, I'm too busy talking, but I was going to enter another at 506, but missed it. That's all right. I just made like $80 on it. I would play it again though if I wasn't too busy talking because this is a solid entry. $5 and VWAP and the 50. Like there's a lot of, just think of it as like there's a lot of support under it, like a chair or something. It's got a lot to break through to break down past 5. It could, and I'm not saying it won't, but it has to break through VWAP, the $5 level, and this 50. So again, it's all about probability with me. So there's a chance it could bounce here, but let's see. But yeah, I'm actually out of all my positions right now. I don't want to hold anything into market open, or none of these look that appealing. Dang, Alex, that's what you were. Well, what? That's what I think. Is that the level you said? 595. Jeez. VMAR ended up going all the way down to 220s. Jesus. Any of y'all catch that? Were any of y'all still in VMAR? VMAR? Yeah, I saw that. VMAR bounce play. I'm in it. You going long? Yeah, Alex, I think you're right. And I appreciate your insight, bro. Like you call a lot of these shots. I'm probably gonna, well, let's see. I'll say into market open just to see if and going back to your, where's it at? Going back to what you were saying, Chase Rents, I don't like saying things and not like proving it, but you asked if other people in the group are profitable. This is, oh, it's freezing. There's a lot of people in the group that's been killing it, bro, but I don't know if I'll be able to show it. It's kind of freezing up right now. If I can get it to work, I'll show you. But yeah, there's a lot of people that had a great, great month last month. And one, I want to share it to show it off because it's my trading group. And the second reason is like, I'm actually really proud of these guys. Like, even when I have a tough month last month, like the group overall did solid. I don't know why this is freezing up, but if I can't get it going, no big deal. But yeah, there's a lot of people that had just incredible months last month. I'll show it on another live stream maybe, but yeah, it's more than just me who's doing well, that's for sure. I think I got too many things going. It's not letting me scroll. Yeah, I'll show you. Zane, keep popping on. I'll show, maybe Monday I'll pull it up and show you some of the gains from the group. There you go. Is it going to work this time? You can probably barely see it, but look, 5K, 3K, 1K. Man, why is it not scrolling, bro? Well, it's not working, so I'm not sure why it's not working. So, yeah, oh well, no big deal. But one day I'll show off their gains, and occasionally I'll post it on Instagram, some of the gains. But yeah, a lot of people were making bank, and I hate that I don't know why it's not working, but it is what it is. A lot of people were doing good last month, though. Yesterday was a pretty rough day for us. A few of us had some red days. I ended up having a green, but I could have easily had a red day. There's a few plays that went my way, so it worked out. Markets opening. T-Mac trades, that's hilarious. Yeah. Ooh, what was that? Candle. Jeez. Look at this candle. What's TIVC doing? Okay. I'll play a retest on PPSI, and actually this $5 level is interesting. Let me get this pulled up. D-Gen to D-Gen, I love it. Yeah, it's kind of no man's land right here. It could flush. T-Mac, if you join, though, you're going to be tempted to join the dark side, though, bro. So I'm gonna not heavy, but I'm gonna trade this $5 test level again. It's between all this crazy candle action. I want to try it. $5 level. Let's see what happens. Not in very heavy. Just in case I want to add at the 530 retest level. What's TIVC doing? For a low float, I'm actually surprised. It's not really doing much of anything yet. I mean, it's only been 2 minutes, but sometimes these low floats at market open, they go berserk. Yeah, this $5 level is giving PPSI a hard time. It might bust through it and hold, but it's bro, why am I in 800 shares on PPSI? I didn't want to be this heavy. What happened? Let's see. Oh, I was going to take off too because I said that. Yeah, I entered a little heavier on PPSI than I intended on the $5 level. I was going to wait for this retest, and here it is. Yeah, I'm a little annoyed. I got it. Wasn't paying attention. This is where I wanted to enter heavy, this level. Oh Lord, I'm in a little heavier than I wanted to be because now I added at that level. So if it flushes, I'm gonna try to get out a little bit because my average is only okay. Got out a little right here, so now I'm down to 1,200 shares, so a little bit more comfortable size. Okay, got out a little bit more here. Okay, good. I'm fine. I'm fine where I'm at now, but I got up to freaking 2,000 shares, a 10K position, and I don't like it that much, but I'm good now. Took just a small loss to get my size down. Well, definitely fat fingered something when I was talking. And every time I fat finger something, it doesn't go my way. It's always it's not like it flushes after I fat finger it. I don't know why that is. Didn't even want to play market open, and then I entered a freaking 10K position on accident. Yeah, PPSI, I could see this one going either way, guys. Like this is I'm in it, and I think it's going to flush, but that was a nice reclaim. Nope, there it goes. Let's see if it holds. So I got out a little right there. It didn't hold over that level, but I would not be surprised if it does. It could just be stop loss raid, liquidity hunt, but I could see this thing BSOK. Unfortunately, I'm heavy in this position, so I'm just kind of scared to pull up anything else. Oh, that is a nice pot, though. Kind of just keeping my eyes on this one for now, just PPSI. Did BSLK hold up, or is it just hesitating? PPSI. Come on. Get a little nice flush right here so I can just get out. There we go. Okay, I'm completely out of PPSI now. I might play it again though, but I was just couldn't even focus on trading. I was just trying to manage my size. So, okay, now if it pops again to the 530, 540 level, I might enter. Now it'll flush though a bit. There it is. As soon as I get out. I should have definitely didn't trade this one well, guys. Too busy managing my oversized position. But okay, BSOK. This one will be interesting once it unhalts. It just has so much range on it. I mean, maybe the $10 level, but I'm definitely not interested in it before then. I'd be very surprised if it doesn't make it to at least $10. But on that note, guys, I really don't want to play pre-market open much more. My edge is end of day market hours, not 9:30. I mean, I just don't see anything that I really want to get in. BSOK, when it unhalts, I'll look for an entry around $10. But regardless, thank y'all for hopping on, and I hope everyone has a profitable Friday, including you longs. We love you too. Thanks for y'all's insight, and I will see y'all Monday. Like and subscribe, please, if you want to join the Discord. We're going to be testing it out this weekend. I'm going to invite the Circle group in. We'll test it out for a week or so, a few days, and then we'll open it up to the wait list. But yeah, thank y'all, and hope y'all have a profitable Friday. And if you're in the Circle group, be on the lookout. I'll probably post something around 2, 3, 4 o'clock to see if there's any late faders that I'm interested in. But on that note, see y'all.